Alright, guys. Uh, live stream going on here. Just getting on a little bit just to keep the streams up. I know I got nobody on here right now, but I'm doing this. Let's see something here. I don't know, sometimes like this, the YouTube app, I don't know if I'm using it wrong or what, but like sometimes it doesn't tell you like if you're live or not. You can't even like watch your streams as it goes on. I should have like a little button where you can see, you can click on your live stream and use like your tablet or something as like a second screen or something, you know. Let's see, live. All these people are live right now. Yeah, I can't wait for World Cup, man. World Cup's coming up in 100 and some days. $100 and some days. Alright, so finally find a stream here. If you guys want to comment or anything, comment. I'm planning to play this for a little while, and go as we go along. We got one person online. Hey, what's going on, guy? Or two people online. What's going on, people? I didn't, from the time all the time that I'm playing this game, I never know you could scroll around in the loading screen. Since from 2016 when this game released. Okay, what was I doing before? I can't remember. Alright, for those of you just joining and all that stuff, I'm playing this game in creative mode, so most of the things are unlocked or whatnot. I'm not like, I'm just gathering stuff. I'm not like doing like the real task. So I'm just gathering a lot of supplies and stuff as it go by. I just mostly play this game as a pastime. As soon as I go do like the objectives, then usually I will just take off the creative mode. Yeah, I usually would take off the creative mode and stuff. Right? Oh, okay, so that's what I was doing. I was doing the cargo drops here. Yeah, so basically that's what I do. I mean, I just play it casually, and I don't do like the objectives, because I find that's like kind of like, cheaping out with the game. So I usually just when I'm just trying to pass some time, I usually play it on creative mode. This is the Corvette that I build on I got a couple of Corvettes and have a freighter, or I should call it. I got one freighter and so yeah. So I just, when I'm playing the missions, as I said, I usually just play creative mode. When I'm doing missions, I take it off and do the missions and how the game intended to play. So let me just describe this ship a little bit. I have a couple of other like Corvettes. I have one like massive one that's like almost like a mansion. So when you build these Corvettes, I think you have like 100 blocks or 100 items you can add. You must have a landing gear. You must have like a habitable like place. Um, and you must have, well, you could add other stuff, but you have to have a landing gear, um, uh, an engine, and that's the basic thing that you have to have. If you don't have those things, then you wouldn't be able to save your design. So, and then after they limit you to 100 like spaces. Yeah, so they limit you to 100 spaces, and but there's a glitch you can do where is like these glass things here that you can add. You can add it after. So you finalize your design, and then you can add it after, and that will you can get more than like 100 um, spaces. So before in 2016, you weren't able to do this. You wouldn't be able to like come out of the spaceship. Well, I don't know, but I really played the game. But to my knowledge, you weren't able to come out of the spaceship um, outside of the outside of the spaceship when you go up between planets. So this is the Corvette that they upgraded the game with. It's like I think it was in a patch or downloaded content. So basically, you could if you have people or you know people or your friends, you could play multiplayer and you can co-inhabit the ship, and you have enough livable space for a couple of people well in there. Um, Mind you, the person who has the host is that will be their ship. Well, yeah, you can bring different ships, when you go, or you can choose to stay on the ship with that person, or if you want, you can still call your ship and get your supplies or your the things there. But this one here is one of the Corvettes that I have. The only thing is that yeah, one of the Corvettes that I have. It's a medium-sized ship. I'm sure it could probably hold like I guess like 4, 5 people. Well, so yeah, but I mean, in all, I mean, I pick it back up I had the when it first came out, No Man's Sky in 2016. I was one of the first million of people to buy the first copy when it first came out. Before all the controversy and all that stuff about the game being unfinished and all that stuff. But um, I got out because it was so bad that Sony was honoring people who wanted to return the game. Um, so well, I didn't buy it digitally, but I bought a hard copy of it, and I bought the limited edition or the collector's edition or whatnot. That's I bought it in a time when most companies were still giving you a hard copy in the collector's edition. So I bought the collector's edition of this game, and I think yeah, Sony was giving back. I didn't buy it on online with Sony. I bought it through GameStop, but it was so new that I bought it. I played it for like a couple days, and then I took it back to GameStop um, to return because it was so new that it still gave me back. I mean, I only lost like $5, so I took the game and put it towards a different game or something, So I didn't lose much money, but I still kept all like the collector's book and all the extra stuff because GameStop doesn't really care about that. Um, when you trade in games, it doesn't change the price, so I kept the other stuff. Uh, so yeah, so I mean, and then fast forward like from 2016, I just forgot about it. I still had my save data on the game because back in the day when me and my brother or my brother were playing it, they advertised it as a multiplayer game, and when you play it on the first like in 2016, my brother got on the server, I got on my server, and it told us literally like it took us like a year to end up, meeting in the same on the same space. So before it didn't have no multiplayer stuff, and that's where the people were angry because they told them that it was that's the only thing. There's that glitch thing. Yeah, that's the thing. It just glitches like that. Uh, but yeah, so that's the thing. But yeah, so let me just give you a little rundown on the ship here. So this is the outside. I was trying to come up the other exit on the bottom over here. Let's see. So I was trying to come up this exit here. And operate the hatch. Looks down this, takes you down. And it's supposed to pick you up. And I have well, you see the other hatch over there. That's the other hatch down there. These are like the refiners and the ship don't need fuel to refine stuff. You have a refiner on your backpack. I think that's that takes fuel. Where's the refiner? Life support. Did I put the refiner back? I don't think I put the refiner back. But yeah, it takes yeah, it takes yeah, so yeah, it's a personal refiner. So it takes I think this takes fuel to run, if I'm not mistaken. The refiner on the ship don't take fuel. So I have some certain like I think they missed opportunity is that you should be able to like at least like sleep, lay down or something. Because some places you go, you see a chair, you can sit down. This was a big missed opportunity here. You should be able to sit down or lie down or something on the bed. So these are like just like living quarters, I guess. Over here is um, like I just put it as a plant stuff. I don't think you can. I don't know if you can actually plant stuff here, but I'm sure you probably can. I just didn't play around with it. Nutrient processor. This is where you can like get stuff to make food, I guess. Another missed opportunity here is that we should be able to sit down here. Um, yeah, so all the like the refiner and stuff, it doesn't requires fuel if you have it on the ship. So the thing is with the another feature with the Corvette now is that you can normally when you have a ship, you have to have when you land you have to have like fuel to take off. So your normal ship you can't you have to land in order to come out to your ship. You can't hover. In the Corvette you can hover above ground and you don't have to land. You could teleport to the ground like right here. It would tell you. See, it says operate hatch, and over here is when you reach in on the planet, it will tell you teleport to the planet name or something. So you don't have to ever land. I mean, you can still land the Corvette on the ground, but you use fuel to take off. So if you don't want to use the fuel, just don't land. And you can teleport like Star Trek and teleport into the ship. And another missed opportunity here should be able to like lay down. This is like a it's just cosmetic. I guess it's like a med bay or something. So I just put it right when you come up from the hatch. So yeah, so over there, nutrient processor. Over there is the refiner. So when you have stuff, you can bring it and refine. And then upstairs is the captain's corner. As I said, another missed opportunity. You should be able to like lay down and sleep or save the game right here, like a save point. Then you have a rack for your guns, I guess, for your multi-tools, your weapons. Right there. There's another like nutrient processor, but in this one here, I guess it's a different class of habitable like structure. So each class have a different look to it. So the bottom floor was like the more like industrial. This is like more like a luxury type of thing. I find this looks like the Millennium Falcon interior and from Star Trek. There's some people that build that glitch build the Millennium Falcon. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks like it. So yeah, so this is the captain corner. The oar here is over the captain's corner here, and then over here is like the cockpit of the Corvette. It's a different like aesthetic as far as like the cockpit. You have different cockpits things. So you have like the luxury one, the industrial one, and some other ones. So this one is like I think it's like the biggest one. And these over here, like your mission radar, go in here, and it tells you missions that you can do, and get credits for. So I put 2 of these back here as like the radar stuff. So that's that for this one here. But I mean, the game is still kind of the glitchy, I think, to say. The game is still kind of glitchy because I mean, like as you said early on, I was trying to go up from the ramp and of the hatch, and it glitched me inside of the ship. I think what happened is that sometimes if it's too low or something, or it's too close to certain things, it glitches you inside. So yeah, so the only thing I like about this is it has like the little shield thing that kind of like keeps the attention to detail in the game is good. Like it had a little shield thing that keeps the atmosphere inside the ship from the outside. I guess like it's like a vacuum lock type of thing. I mean, the attention to detail is there. Is there. Like I mean, it's very like the sound in space. I mean, you know, in space you don't really have sound. Sound doesn't travel. So like I like how they had like when you go out, kind of like muffles the sound of the game. And you kind of like the screen goes cold outside, so the sound, everything gets silent when you go out in space. When you go back inside, you hear the music, the theme music playing and everything. So the attention to detail is there. And one thing you can do is you can base jump. This is like a Red Bull competition. You could base jump to the planet. And I'll be like, yeah, you guys, you see me base jump into this planet here. Base jump. And also too, you get unlimited jetpack in space. And on my planet, I'm gonna die base jumping in. Or I'm base jumping. I gotta pull back when I get to the atmosphere. You can know when you hear the music and it's still in the, call it stratosphere. The cold going through the P. Yep, that's when I apply it. Oh snap! I'm gonna slow down. I'll have probably been dead if I wasn't playing creative mode here. Yeah, so when you're on the planet, you have certain things that that you need to survive, like oxygen, like sodium and all that stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, so oxygen, sodium, and all that stuff. So you need life support. Oh, nice. So I think it's already charged to 100%. Yeah, so you need like oxygen, carbon. I just picked up something in this thing here. Sodium, sodium, and all that stuff. The trick to the laser is the hotter the laser gets, the better the faster it things. So you have to like balance it, like pulse it. So like you see that level that goes up above the thing, you see in yellow. So right when it gets to red, you have to, like right there, it's good, and you can see the laser turning red too. So right now it's hot, and if you just keep it right there, it will be very fast. So you have to be careful, because if you overheat too much, it will be cooled. It will take probably you have to. It will just wipe out the whole thing, and you have to recharge it again. Another thing too is, yeah, so chromatic metal is a good thing. Carbon is good because that's for your, obviously we're carbon-based life forms, so you need that to survive. These things here gets a boost to your jetpacks. You take it, the jetpack. So oxygen, and then in the see, just a little boost. And the things I show you in the ship, the plants, you could plant the oxygen-rich plants, so that way you have like a little bit of a supply of the oxygen stuff, oxygen plants. Scan that. Another thing too, you can go around different planets and discover planets, and that will get you a lot more, like a good amount of credits. It depends on what you discover, I guess. Like I already discovered that already. And then you have like plants that will, on different planets have different things that will harm you. So like you have to look out for that, like those red things. You can scan the planet and it will pull up all that stuff. Yeah, so I have a base on here, and if you walk, it will literally take you 16 hours to get there. So even if it says that, it's no joke, no lie, it will take you that amount of time to get there. Alright, and these things, so I give you a little bit of a thing, like this thing here. Certain planets, you can scan the planets, and it will give you like what it has on the planet. So like if you see like salvageable things, those things will give you a lot of credits. You can sell them for a lot of credits, but you will need to upgrade your multi-tool, which is the weapon that I'm holding. The weapon that I'm holding there. You will have to upgrade your multi-tool to get the terrain manipulator. And sometimes it's a dud because these things are buried, as it says, buried technology. Alright, so it's here. So what I do is I get and you take out, but you have to upgrade to get the terrain manipulator, and then get those, and you get the salvage data. Sometimes you get like 3 or 4 or 5, and you can scan the planet. Once you have like once you have the, oh, like, see, now I can scan these. I get 29,000 for just scanning that. So you can get credits by just doing certain things. You can farm those buried technologies, because the buried technologies, the salvage data, is, yeah, I got 29. So I got 29 of those. I've been farming those things. Or 28. The most you can hold is 30. So I have 1,456,000 units. So I've been doing it for a little while. You can see my units up there. So I've been trying to farm a bunch of money. And the thing about this game is, if you go on creative mode and you unlock most things, it will be unlocked. If you don't unlock it, it will not be unlocked. So certain things you can unlock and some things you can't unlock. So, but I've been I did all the stuff without creative mode to unlock the multi-tool and all that stuff. I did the base, because when you start the game you have to build a ship and fix your ship and do all that stuff. So yeah, so I did that without the help of creative mode or whatever. When I'm this, as I said, when I'm just casually playing, I put it on creative mode, just to not worry about anything. So I usually collect, when I'm playing a game, I will collect the salvage data. But the salvage data you can take to the construction, like the research place on the space station, and you can give them the salvage data, and then they can turn it into like blueprints, or like sometimes they get you like the charts and stuff. So you turn these into like these things here that will tell you like the exosuit upgrades, or these, yeah, the things that gives you all those stuff here. So you can grab a bunch of these and grab the things, and then this here, the nano, like these things here, it says upgrade suit chart. Yeah, so this one here will get you more space here on your technology and your exosuit. And then I wonder if I think the ship would be too far. Let me see if I could. Oh no, I could still send things. Okay, it's not that far. Cause, I mean, I probably have something on the ship that I could still send. Because sometimes when you're too far away from the ship, you can't transfer items from your exosuit to your ship. So you have to be conscious of how far you're away from your ship. And okay, so there's a good thing here. So right now, like how you see, let's see here, if I get another, okay, like this one here, it has two items that you get if you mine this thing here. I love flashlights. Yeah, so if you, right where I'm pointing at, you see it says two two things. So like when you first come to a planet, you will if you mine this without scanning it or analyzing it, um, it will only give you the pure ferrite. And then when you scan it, you see how it has analyzing in the question marks quotations there. Yeah. So when you scan it, it will bring the true iron. So anytime you see this, all you gotta do is, and if on the PlayStation, the L2 button to get that, and you can press the R2 button to scan. And you also get credits for it, and then you will be able to see what it gets you. So this will get you carbon, and once you do it, I think it will get for all, because this was just get you for all these things here. So now when you mine it, you get the pure ferrite and the carbon. And you see here, we got salvage containers. So there's another thing here. These things here, if you go on a planet that's salvage, like has salvage stuff, you get salvage containers. I don't know what I scan. There's a fish. $10,000 for that. I think it's like basically how big the animal is. I don't know how they decipher what's okay. I don't know how they go about doing that. I don't know how they determine how much price, like what you get to do it. And also too, you can get submarines and build underground. You can build underwater.
Incoming storm.
You can get oh, look at the storm forms. It's the first time I've seen it. Okay. Yeah, so you can get underwater bases and stuff. You can get submarines, underwater craft. So you can do all that stuff here too. Yes, that was part of the update. Also too, like some planets are different. Like this one here, it's I think this is like a hot planet, if I'm not mistaken. Has acid rain or something. Yeah. Okay, so I'm here, and so these things here. It's a fishing pole. Turn your multiplier tool in the fishing pole. And so you get what I get for that? Nothing. Okay, so that's what you get. You can research those things to get the Corvette parts. And these sometimes you get these things, and it's like so you could farm multiple things. What is this hypnotic eye? Yeah, so you can farm multiple things. Like if you go out for the savage things, you might get the rusty crank and rusty materials and all that stuff, and then you get these things here. You get that in the savage parts. You get the uh the Corvette parts. So the best bet will be the oh, it's on the same. Well, no, yeah. So the best is these are the salvage here is like 52,000 each unit. If you get the rusty planks, if you get the rusty cranks, you get it's 152 per unit. So if you want to farm those, um, yeah, you can farm these and you get way more things. So I mean,
Weather update. Storm clearing.
and then also too, when you have on certain planets, they have different storms. So like I like how it clears up. Um, yeah. So on different planets, they have different storms. So like it all depends. Like fire and all that stuff, you have the you know, like hot and stuff, and then when you get a storm, the effects to your suit is a lot greater. So so you have to be careful when you go inside. Like if you build a habitat, um, you'll be sheltered from the outside elements. And these things here are like language, like this.
Units received.
Alright, so you get sodium from last night, so you get sodium. Is learn the word. So you find these things scattered out through the universe, or the solar system, or the galaxy, and you can learn certain words and stuff like that. Alright, so let me show you how to um, yeah, all the red dots and stuff that you didn't scan, so you can follow those things and scan it. Before you can never feed the animals and stuff. Now you can feed the animals and get a pet, or you know, help you move around the the planet a lot better without you know, using your resources to like take off and all that stuff. So let me summon my ship here. That's alright, so so I hope it doesn't help. Okay, so there's an eggplant. It's kind of glitchy. So I will show you what it does. There's an upgrade hatch. We close that. So what you can do is if you have if I didn't base jump out of the onto the planet with the Corvettes, you have took off. Alright, so now I'm hovering. I could go here, leave the pilot seat. The ship is still in the air. And then it says, see, beam down to planet. And you can open it. You don't have to open it. I like to open just for aesthetics. And then you can beam down to the planet. And then you beam down to the planet. You beam down to the planet. And your ship is still in the air, hovering. So you can do whatever you want to do. And I'm sorry, that's probably in a different player or somebody with a great or big event. Alright, so yeah, so you can still thing, and then but once you move from here and you summon, I find what they should have done is like the Corvettes, you should be able to have like it shouldn't land, but you know, the way how the game is just you know, trying to make you use your resources. So yeah, so to get back on the ship, you look for this teleport device here. It's just down here and just beam back up. And you could take off and go. And that's how you can kind of like get around from using the takeoff fuel to refuel to take off. But you have to get a Corvette. Only Corvettes could do that. The freighters you can. I think you could beam up from the thing, but they can't come into the planet. I don't know. Because they're very huge. And you have like a star destroyer type of thing. Not a star destroyer, but like a, you know, like in Star Trek have the destroyers. They kind of triangle spaceships that look like freight. Basically that, and then you can store your ships on it, and has a place for your ships to land on and all that stuff. So that's a freighter, and you can get that, and that will make you a lot more money and stuff like that. But anyways, been on here for a little while. I will be playing, you know, certain games coming out. Be streaming a little bit of like Gran Turismo. Sometimes I stream like Mortal Kombat and fighting games if you know buddies are online. So you know, I just stream every now and then, trying to get the channel up, man. You know, kind of been here trying to get it up, trying to get this subscribers up and everything, and you know it's a slow grind, but just have to keep at it, you know. So, you know, so my name is guys. I just do a little, you know, quick tutorial explaining whatnots and you know what to do and what not to do. I mean, you know, this game is like it's on your own pace. You can do whatever you want. I mean, if you want to finish the game like in 2 minutes, you can if you have the resources to go. I think the objectives, I think, but the objectives of this game is to get to the center of the whole universe. Because there's like a message or something that you're supposed to get. Um, that's to my knowledge from when I had this game back in 2016. But it's at your own pace, so I mean, you can do whatever you want, go out and do whatever you want. I mean, you know, you can finish the mission and finish the whole game in two, but it has a lot of replay. I mean, this game has a lot of replay, and if you have a lot of people, you know, good, you know, people that you know, it could be fun. or it could be boring at times. If you play it by yourself. But um, I mean, it has a ton of replay, um, and it doesn't really get repetitive. Some things do, like when you scan in this stuff, and but there's a tons of things to do since like the updates and stuff like that, and that's the reason why I came back to it now in 2025, um, because you know from what I'm seeing, it's very good, and the good thing about it is that most of the downloaded content it's free. You don't have to pay for it. All you gotta do is just pay for the initial game, and I think it was on sale a couple weeks ago, a month ago or weeks ago. So the re-entry fee for me per se wasn't that much, um, but for the price of the game and what you get now, um, it's not bad, and it's not a bad game to pass the time on. Well, let me just get off my soapbox here, and I guess I will see you guys on the next stream. All right, peace out, and thanks for watching and subscribe.